do realistically on the ground?
When that is done, then it will call people to a halt and say, look, we have a situation that's going to kill us. Let us start addressing it. Do we start it from Parliament? If it goes to Parliament and they say we have no solution because the law does not allow us to do ABCD, then they can ask the citizens, please, this law is hampering the fight against corruption. We have to take some powers back to the president to be solely responsible.
Crack the whip.
So that they can crack the whip. I really think...
What would that mean? What you just described right now, taking power back to the president and with the citizens, what would it require?
It will require a referendum
yes.
on the current constitution.
Yes.
To create some offices, to make them moderately independent and take some of these powers back to the president.
For accountability.
He's the one we always vote for. It is needless to use so much money to elect a president who is powerless.
Who cannot respond to your needs.
Yes.
But we have used this quite a lot of money, as you say, to set up systems. So should we say that the systems have failed and go back to having
I want to agree with Muyakane on that point.
The systems have not failed us.
Can Kenyans rise to the occasion? We only have
Kenyans who are so smart, experts in manipulating these systems, and they have also been made independent.
So you
have sharp guys in independent offices. What are you going to do as a president? Take these powers back to him, so that much as you are sharp, you are answerable to him, because wananchi have elected him to be answerable to them.
Mr. War, your thoughts?
Yes, what Muyakane say, let's go back to private sector where this government...
Real quick as we can.
Yes, they were trying to copy the administrative systems of private sector. What are the powers and the roles of a CEO? I can fire you. But there is a manager who will put that case before me. And I rein in this manager properly so that they cannot play. For example, if the president cannot summon someone in another office responsible for something and castigate that person, there's nothing that will work. That is what Muyakane is saying, and that is the truth. We need to ensure that the president have the whip to discipline someone who is not doing something, so that when we hold him accountable, you cannot give me a position as headmaster of a high school, but I am not a teacher. I don't teach in a class. I'm just administrative, but I don't have the power to hold the teachers accountable. A teacher can come to class anytime or to school anytime, but you blame me of the performance when the performance is bad. Gentlemen. So we need to ensure that our systems are refined to an extent that the person we are giving that mandate, we hold him or her responsible for anything that happens there. The president presently cannot do what we want. And no one, have you ever had a Kenyan facing the DPP or the police? No, they are going to the president because we still have the hangover of the former system. We are realizing unconsciously that we needed that president to hold responsible. This president cannot.
Right, Actually, we are entirely out of time. This was supposed to be, it was never meant to be an all-conclusive or all-inclusive conversation, because as we have, honestly, personally, I'm just realizing this, how vast, how wide this entire topic is. But there's one thing that's interesting as we wind up, that a possible solution, and Kenyans, this came from this show right here, Good Morning Kenya, and these two gentlemen, that a possible solution to all this would be a referendum. Yeah. And on that note, we will end Crosstalk right now, just really quickly and really briefly. I am Kenyan, you say, how, now this is timely, talking about the conversation, about what you've been talking about. Someone else here says at GMK at Crosswalk, corruption is a big thing. How will we manage to slaughter this demon? At Vijomba, you say that. Rapakitus, you've also been very active. There are quite a lot of comments here. We may not be able to handle everything. Someone else is asking, Frank Mutoka, are house committees the key to corruption? And someone else, Fidelis Chepngetich, you've also talked about this entire subject. Someone, Ogweri, you say, we the people, we the voters, are the ones weeding for corruption to grow. Politicians are forced to play without rules, which is what, gentlemen, you said before. Tony Kagia, all this is absolutely fantastic. We cannot talk about it all the more. We have to finish, I'm afraid. But on that note, the take-home this morning, and contemplate on the words of our panel this morning, these gentlemen, that perhaps we need a constitutional, we need to look at the constitution of Kenya afresh. We probably need a referendum. We probably need to put some more muscle on the office of the president. Dwell on that and let us know what you think. 22162 is the SMS line, at KBC Channel 1, hashtag GMKKBC, at Muyakane is my Twitter handle. This conversation goes on and on. It never stops just because the show has stopped. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. I know we have not even scratched the surface of the issue, but I'm happy that we're walking away with one take-home. The Constitution, the Bible. We need to revisit the Bible that runs our country.
Yes, because the president has said, everyone has said everything rests at the back of the presidency. Give him powers.
Give him powers.
To do that work you expect.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And on that note, Crosstalk is over. On to other programming, courtesy of Good Morning Kenya. This is Good Morning Kenya, the only way to start your day. Please keep it right here on KBC Channel 1.
Baba Kenda, Sema, how is he? Has he gone to work?
Sir, there's a visitor looking for you.
How did she know that class 4 to 6 books have not been marked for 2 weeks?
She doesn't seem to be able to shut up. I don't know who she's taking after.
Karibu sana mgeni. Na unaitwa nani?
She's called Kenda and she's my best friend. She's going to spend the whole weekend here.
What kind of animal faces I can find in the jungle today. Look at that roaring face! Must be a tiger's face.
This isn't a tiger's face, it's a lion's face. A very fierce lion's face.
I guess you do walk like a lion.
Strut, strut, strut.
Yep, that's a lion's walk.
But definitely not a lion's face.
And you certainly sound like a lion. Yep, that's a lion's roar.
But definitely, positively not a lion's face.
This lion has a dog's face.
A very handsome dog's face, wouldn't you say?
How do we make his face look like a lion's face?
Don't worry, B-Max. We'll sort it out. But first, it's time to face the music. Woohoo!
Let's play!
The lights are blinking. Somebody's thinking. Anticipation, a new creation. He's making gadgets and geek outs and with invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Yeah, I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Invention. You know it's cool to make an invention. Something that moves and shakes, a brand new thing on my jig. We got the feeling this could be big. Oh yeah, I gotta make an invention. Inventing's in my blood. Invention. I hope it's not a dead when them do hippie thing. Imagine all the fun it will bring. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Eagles bonkers. I feel an invention. His brain goes zonkers. I feel an invention. His eyes get lazy. It's really crazy. He's making gadgets and gigas and widgets because I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Yeah, I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on.
I know. I can feel an invention coming on.
The perfect synergy, my invention. Plasmatic energy, a wacky diddly-doo. But do you know what it's going to do? It doesn't matter, it's an invention. Not meant to change the world, an invention. For every boy and girl, it's simply meant to have fun. To encourage everyone. I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Yeah, I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on. Oh yeah, I feel an invention coming on. Yeah, we feel an invention coming on.
We've got a face problem.
A big face problem.
We need to make Rags's face look like a lion's face.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's got the prettiest face of all? What's that? Who? Me? I have the prettiest face in the universe. Oh, mirror, stop that. Stop. You're embarrassing me.
I've got it! I got a nose for the lion's face.
That doesn't look like a lion's nose. That looks like a jungle bird's feathers. Who's got the lion's ears?
I've got them.
That doesn't look like a lion's ear. It looks more like a pig's snout. Who's got the lion's mouth?
I have.
They don't look like a lion's mouth. They look more like an elephant's ears.
We still have a face problem.
A big face problem.
We have lots of animal faces now, but I still don't have a lion's face.
Do you know what makes a lion's face different to other animals' faces?
What?
Let's look at the picture of the lion's face and find out. I think it's his mane.
Of course! His mane! What's a mane?
A mane is a lion's hair. It's big and fluffy and it goes all around his face.
But where am I going to get a mane for my lion's face?
This looks like a mane for a lion's face. It's soft, brown and mega fluffy. There you go. Now you walk like a lion, sound like a lion and have a face like a lion too.
Eyes, ears, nose and mouth, each one in its place. Eyes, ears, nose and mouth, together make a face. Eyes, ears, nose and mouth, mouth, nose, ears and eyes. They come in different colors, different shapes and different sizes. Eyes, brown or blue, sometimes they are green. Nose, below the eyes and kind of in between. Ears, what they do is help to hear a song. When you hear the words, your mouth will want to sing along. Faces, eyes, ears, nose and mouth, each one in its place. Eyes, ears, nose and mouth, together make a face. Eyes, ears, nose and mouth, mouth, nose, ears and eyes. They come in different colors, different shapes and different sizes. your eyes, open them up wide. Face yours. Hold your nose, move it side to side. Face yours. Tug your ears, faces can be fun. So many faces you can make, although we all start.